Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today in The Sims, we are building my ABC Legacy family a new home. And it's kind of weird because we're almost about to move on to the next generation. I don't really know when exactly, but I just know it's close because it's only like a week and a half, I think, away. But I was really tired living in the penthouse, and if you watched the last part, I tend to make sometimes a decision way too fast, but I feel like the story kind of made sense for that anyways, so I think it's fine personally, but I am building this backwards by the way because the lighting is better. So yeah, so on the left that is the house, and then on the right that is his shop. I should talk about the family, but I'll get on about that in a second. But basically, I wanted to like experience the nature naturopath career, and I wanted to do it from home, so like the heir's partner was into that career and stuff, but unfortunately, on a penthouse, it just doesn't work. Like, they don't go up there. They were in the world, but I couldn't do anything with them because I guess they weren't exactly on my lot. And it was the same with the business. Like, I couldn't have ran a business on my penthouse lot because it just didn't work. Like, no one would show up, no one would come up to the penthouse. So that was kind of annoying. So like I would probably never live in a penthouse, honestly. I don't think, at least if I want to like run a business, I would never choose to live on a penthouse. And I just don't like the fact that it doesn't work. So that's just weird. I wonder if there's like a bug report on that. And I guess is if there is, I probably should vote on it, but yeah, that's just like one of the most annoying things ever. So like it's just so annoying. Anyways, yeah, so I decided to build them a new house. And I think it's so much better. I will say there's probably more space than we need. There is more space than we need because there's two empty rooms really. But I wanted it to look tall. So, cuz like we're in the city, like we're surrounded by all of these tall buildings mostly. So I just didn't want it to look off. Even though the style obviously doesn't really fit, but it's whatever. It's okay, it's fine. But for my ABC Legacy challenge, I did write rules. So like I did create this legacy. I'm pretty sure there's like plenty of ABC challenges that has rules to it, of course, but yeah, if you want to check out the challenge that I wrote for this, you can check it out down below. But we are currently on Generation D, and basically he is a criminal. Um, and then he also has to max the handiness, the dancing skill, and a creative skill of your choice. He has to complete the public enemy aspiration plus another aspiration of your choice. And then I believe he also has to um, I'm trying to think real quick. Oh yeah, so basically with the creative skill that you chose, you basically want to run a business with that and get it to 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. There are other goals, like he needs to have one dog, one child. He actually has two dogs because I forgot about that goal, I guess. So that was my fault, but like I don't think the dog is important, but I do think having only one child is important. I guess for the story. And then another goal is was for him to like live in a worn down house. And I will say, I decided he did not need to live in a worn down house for his whole life. Especially like when you have so much money, it's like, well, this is just silly. I don't really need to live like this. I mean, in a way, like obviously if you're a criminal and you're trying to, I guess, not get caught, I guess it would make sense because like right now he's only running a knitting shop, and honestly, I wouldn't say it makes that much money, whereas he should be able to like afford something this big. So I guess it kind of makes sense cuz like people would be questioning it, but like I mean, Daniel is a nobody. He's not a celebrity, so like, no one's really going to look into it like that. So yeah, and then also for hard mode, I wanted him to collect all of the snow globes, and I believe he's only missing 3. I will be posting an episode. I post a episode every Wednesday, so like this Wednesday is going to be episode 17 for the D generation. And I haven't edited it yet, but I will say I don't think it was that good. And I hate to say that, but I honestly don't think it was like the best episode because we spent a lot of it moving into the new house, and I feel like that was kind of like the main part. And then at the end, I don't want to spoil it, but like I feel like we didn't really do that much in that episode, which is kind of bad. Um, so I guess we'll just see, I guess. But right now we're just working on the kitchen. Daniel's favorite color is pink. I wouldn't say I kept that going everywhere though, but the outside is pink, of course. But his bedroom isn't pink at all. So yeah, there's 3 floors. It's a lot. So on the first story, I believe there's an office space and then there's one bedroom. Actually, I guess I can tell you this, but I decided to move his parents in as well as his other sibling, just so we can like help fill up the space because again, this is such a big home. So yeah, downstairs we have an office and then we have Barry's room. Barry and Calliope are not together anymore, so they're in separate rooms. They got a divorce. So yeah, and then Calliope is on the second floor, Daniel's on the second floor, and then his sister Madeline, I believe, is on the second floor, and then on the third floor we have Evelyn. I always want to call Evelyn Daphne. I don't know why, but it's terrible, honestly. But I am happy to have his business on his home lot, though. I think that's nice. I think that's neat. It just makes it so much easier to run, I guess, because we don't have to like travel. Even though traveling isn't that serious, it's just it's nice not to travel, or it's nice to not have to travel. But anyways, now we're working on the living room. Um, but yeah, I really want to record if I'm being honest, but like I'm trying to tell myself like I need to calm down because like I had so many I still to this day, actually I think I might have like one extra video after like this week's video that is like kind of extra and not scheduled for anything. Oh, I paused my video. Oh, that's so annoying. It's annoying because oh my gosh, okay. Anyways, it's fine. I might I hopefully I don't talk too long or too short. I don't know. Anyways, but as I was saying, I think I have like one extra kind of pre or extra video that I recorded that is not scheduled yet. But like I've been making a lot of videos, so like they're just like I don't know how to say it, but like they're basically just very outdated, I guess, in a way, because I just recorded so much. And then like yeah, I just have like so many videos that I are builds that I needed to make. So tomorrow I'm actually gonna be posting a build for my career legacy challenge. I thought that was neat. I think that was nice actually. So that was fun. And yeah, anyways, I don't know what I'll post next week. The pack does come out next week, and I think that's great, but I don't know if I want to buy it right away as I usually do. The thing is like I probably will. Like if I'm being honest with myself, I most likely will buy it right away because I don't know, I'm just so excited for it. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention, I don't know, I saw this video on TikTok of this person being like, we should boycott this pack, I guess. Obviously because like of the bugs and stuff, and like if you don't want to buy the pack, I feel like that's 100% valid. Um, so, oh my gosh, I need to take a drink. Give me a second. Of water, of water. It's like my words were just like cutting up a little bit. Like I can't, I don't know. They weren't like coming out. But basically, yeah, so they were saying like, "Oh my gosh, I can't. It's like there's something in my throat." But anyways, basically they're begging for people to like boycott it and etc. And one of the things they said, like for one of their reasons, they said Adventure Awaits doesn't know if it wants to be like a lovers pack, a family oriented pack, or a vacation centered pack, which is like I'm kind of confused because why would I want them to focus on one thing on in an expansion pack? Like it's an expansion pack, right? It's $40. I would not want them to only focus on couples because that's just very limiting. Like I love that we have things for children to do as well. I think that's pretty neat or pretty neat. And honestly, like for me, like just by watching the trailers and stuff and reading the blog post, I honestly think like this is a really good sized expansion pack. And I will say there are some things in this pack obviously that would be good in other packs, obviously, but at the same time like they're just unfortunately they're not going to go back and add stuff. They're going to make new content so we buy it. Like that's kind of the whole point. It's a business. obviously there are packs that are expansion packs that are very lacking for the price. So like of course like there's just some packs that are not worth the $40. Like Love Struck, for example. I will agree, I love Love Struck, but at the same time I can admit it is not worth $40. Because I feel like it doesn't, I don't know. It just depends on how you look at it, I guess. Because I use Love Struck like all the time, but at the same time, it's $40 for that stuff. And it's just not worth it, honestly. Like, I would say it's worth $20. Some people think Horse Ranch is worth $30. And I think that's completely valid. Because, I mean, I don't use Horse Ranch all the time, obviously. Obviously, like, doing the horse animations were probably very expensive, but I can definitely agree that it was probably more leaning, I guess, $30. Cause like, I mean, if you just think about it, it's just really like horse competitions and just nectar making. I feel like there's not nothing else to Horse Ranch. Personally, maybe I'm forgetting something, but like I feel like Adventure Awaits is like a really good expansion pack. Like I feel like it adds so much. Um, in my opinion, so maybe that's just me though. Anyways, I just think it would be very bad if they made this pack focused only on um I guess couples or even just the kids, I guess, or family oriented or whatever. Um and I don't know, like I just like I don't know what that means. Like what do you mean? I just didn't understand that part, I guess, cuz like it would really suck if they only focused on couple things for this pack and the children had nothing. Because like it's an expansion pack for one, so like you would want multiple things to use this pack for, and you would probably not want to only go on vacation or a retreat with just couples all the time. So yeah, like I don't know. Like obviously again, as I said, there are some things in this pack that obviously could have been in another pack, but it just probably wouldn't be as good because like they're not gonna give us every single thing in one pack, obviously. That's just the case. So like I can see why the butterfly catching thing um could be seen, or people could think like, oh, that should be an outdoor retreat. I feel like, I mean, yeah, I guess because it's just butterfly catching. But at the same time, to me, like that's so small. I feel like there is a, I think it's called entomology skill. So like I guess there's that. But yeah, I just think that's so small. Like I don't think it matters that much personally. And then like we have the imaginary friends. Some people were saying that could have been in growing together, as well as the playground equipment. Um, which I mean, yeah, I mean we can always pick out things that could be in another pack. Also, one of the things that were in the comments of this was like, oh my gosh, and they're always stealing from modders and yah, and it's like people are so weird. Like, oh my gosh, how do you steal something that is from real life? You know what I mean? Like, modders did not create archery. Like, I just think it's insane. So, like, apparently, I don't know if this is true because I haven't played the other games, but apparently, like, the past Sims games haven't included archery before. So now that they're adding archery, they're stealing from modders. So you're telling me if a modder did it first, they're not supposed to do it unless they give credit? This is a real life concept. This is like a real life thing. People do archery in real life. Like it's not like the modder thought about something that is not real. Like it's not like it's not a original thought. Like I just, that's just so weird. Like that, I just don't know. People are so weird. It's like I think this happened with the framed TV as well. And it's just like y'all are crazy. So like we can't have anything if a modder did it first. Like there's people who play on console, so they can't even get mods. And even if you're are on PC, like if you don't want to get a mod, you don't have to. So like people saying like that the Sims team is stealing from modders is insane. Like I don't know. Anyways, but on Twitter, like someone, like a modder was like, "Oh, The Sims always steals from modders" or something like that along those lines. And then like people in the comments were saying like, "Oh yeah, they stole from this mod that added funerals with life and death." Like, what? Funerals? Like, what are you talking about? Do you hear yourself? Do you hear how crazy you sound? So they're supposed to like always give credit to a modder if they did it first for The Sims 4. Like, that's just a bit insane, no offense. That is just insane. Um, anyways, I don't know. Like, it feels very, I don't know, but anyways, I just don't know. That just seems crazy to me anyways. But in the living room, I also added in this game table. I thought that was pretty nice and um yeah. Anyways, I don't have much to say. I did really go out to decorate the kitchen. I think it looks lovely. Um but yeah. Anyways, I don't know what to build with the new pack first. I'm really like I want to build like a kid's dream house. That is one idea I have, which isn't really like it wouldn't be like a custom venue build. But like there's so many things you can do. Like I for my career legacy challenge, it's pretty much like a vanilla save that I'm kind of calling it. Basically meaning I'm not using any custom content. Like that's the main thing. I'm not using any custom content. But I do have like MC Command Center installed for it and UI cheats and stuff like that. But she's in the critic career and she is working I think she's in like the chef branch, like the food critic branch actually. So I would love for her to do like one of those cooking competitions. I think that is so fun and so cool. Also there seems to be like a rumor that which I deem to be true because this person is always right, but apparently after Adventure Awaits, there won't be like another big release for a while. And the thing is, like, what does that mean? When you say a while, what does that mean? And when you say big, what do you mean? Like, you say for a while, so like, are we not gonna get an expansion pack for an entire year? 2 years? Okay, maybe. I don't know if they would do that. Like, I imagine they would probably still release kits. But I wonder why they would do that. Like, is it because apparently like Adventure Awaits was like the most expensive pack that they have made, I guess. Probably maybe due to inflation. Um and I wonder if that's the reason because it was like it costed so much or if they actually want to dedicate their time to fixing things. I don't want to be delusional, but like if you're going to take a break, like also to mention, like I know there's like a lot of big bugs in the game. Obviously, like corruption issues. Obviously, that's the biggest issue at the moment. But like I feel like I haven't been that happy with the updates that we have been given. I feel like they're not enough. And I feel like there's a lot of small bugs that they could easily knock out. And I say that because like I rather have like a lot of small bug fixes than no bug fixes, if you know what I mean. Cause like obviously they're still working on the corruption issue bugs and stuff, whatever, and investigating it. But like, if you can't give us that, like, I want to see more bug fixes. Like, I feel like the last bug fix was not that good, and I'm hoping that the patch that we get before this pack, I'm hoping it has like a bunch of bug fixes. Like, I can understand like obviously how a big bug can take time to fix, but like I wouldn't mind seeing a bunch of small bug fixes if it meant, like I don't know, like you may as well knock them out of the way, right? And I feel like for one of the bugs, like one of the patches, a lot of the stuff, at least like I think it was like categorized under base game. I think most of it was just like I don't even know, like it's just not that serious. Like who cares, honestly, no offense, but like I think one of it was like the sneakers that we got from like the anniversary update. Was it the anniversary update? No, I think it was the Pride update. I'm not sure, honestly. But we got like these new sneakers. And I think it wasn't tagged for cold winter or cold weather wear. And it's like that's so not serious. Like nobody cares about that. Like I'm being serious. No one is no, like like fix something better. Um anyways, but we are on this is Daniel's bedroom. So I made it very matchy matchy with his pride flag. So I thought that was nice. There's only so much pink you can do, I guess. But yeah, also I put some shelves up here so he could I guess hang up some stuff. So I thought that was nice. For one of the goals, he has to hang up like 3 wood sculptures in his bedroom, so that's what I decided to do. And I also used like the Grange mudroom cabinet over here to the side. I thought that was nice as well. Um, but yeah, I feel like there's really like some big bugs that I hope get fixed. I'm trying to think. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Anyways, there's like some bugs that I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope this gets fixed so badly. And I would say they're big in my opinion. I feel like most people would agree. Obviously, the corruption issues, that's like number one. And then the photo is turning black. And also, like, I guess the canvas is turning white. That bug, so annoying. I hope they fix it. I feel like I shouldn't have to fear my photos, you know, going black. Is kind of annoying. I can't even recreate the issue if I tried, honestly. So it's like, what makes it happen? Because that's kind of scary, not knowing what exactly makes it happen. And then the other bug that I'm having is like usually when I place a lot down from the gallery, it's also happening with my builds. Before, when I placed my builds down, that wasn't happening, but now it is happening. So I hope that gets fixed, but basically the bug is if I place a lot from the gallery or I guess my library, I can't like move anything. Like I could like move one object and then if I try to move another one, it won't place. So like if you switch the tool and then go back to the select tool, then it will move. And it doesn't fixes itself until you like close the game. Like you don't like you can't go to the main menu. That's not gonna fix it. You actually have to restart the game. So that's really annoying because if you want to place lots down, like I don't know. But anyways, this is so annoying. But this is Calliope's room. Obviously, she is an elder at this moment, so her room looks very just teenage gamer, I guess, room, but whatever. She's a gamer still, even though she's an elder, is fine. Is totally fine. Um, anyways, and then I think after this, I probably move on to Evelyn's room. But yeah, I gave her a TV because I thought that was cool. And then I also put like a little video gaming console, so I thought that was cool as well. Um, but yeah, there's just like a lot going on in this build. I can't believe I have to talk for 36 minutes. Obviously not 36 more minutes, but still like that's so long. I try to make my videos at least 20 something minutes because talking for 36 minutes is a lot. Like, how do people do it? Honestly, I have no idea, but anyways, also, I don't want to say this. Okay, actually, sometimes they do release the patch like maybe a week before the expansion pack. So I wonder if the patch is gonna come out tomorrow. Like they could give it to us early. Cause I feel like for the past packs, they've done that. At least for the expansion packs, I feel like they've done that. So it wasn't exactly like the Tuesday before, but actually the week before. So I wonder if they would do that again. I wonder. Also, um, I believe there's I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I predict that the base game update, like the free base game update that we're gonna get before the pack comes out, is like the ability to like paint the underside of the roof. I don't know if that's true, but like from looking at the pictures, they have patterns like underneath the roof. So like I'm just hoping that is the case and it's like not one of the roofs that just does that. Cause that would just be so weird, honestly, and it's so annoying. But yeah, I just wouldn't know what else the base game update would be, I guess, if um it wasn't that. Cause I don't think we've seen anything else really. But yeah, usually before an expansion pack, we get like a free base game update that does something. So like before Horse Ranch, we got the ability to paint the ceiling. And before I believe Love Struck, we got eyelashes. So it could just be as small as that. Oh, I hate the eyelashes so bad, you guys. You just don't understand. Oh wait, I could put like the spin bike in here. I could put the weights in here. Oh, that would be so good. I don't know if I like how the weights look, if I'm being honest. Like from the new pack. I'm being serious. Like I know that's silly, but like I don't know. I just want cute tiny ones, like the decorative one from Love Struck. Obviously that's not gonna work though. Like, well, even if they did function for it to like work as you, I don't know how to say, like, I'm sorry, I'm just thinking of my words. There's a lot to think about. There's a lot running through my mind at the moment. But even if they were to make that decorative object from Love Struck work, it's not gonna look like the actual dumbbells. It's gonna look like the, the one. It's always gonna look the same basically. Um, but yeah, when I was building this on the third story, actually, it was being very annoying because I kept jumping down. When I played, it wasn't like that in live mode, so I guess that's good, but like still, it was so annoying. But right now I'm just trying to like find, I guess, a color scheme to go for. Um, I think I go for this bed, so I think that's perfect. And I wanted to use these lights again because they're in her old bedroom, so I just thought this would be nice, of course. And yeah, anyways, I don't really know what to talk about at this point. I feel like I've been talking about so many things at this moment, but yeah, are you guys ready for the new expansion pack? Like, how do you feel about it? Like, what are you looking for to, I guess? Also, I don't think they're gonna do a live stream because I believe when they did the reveal trailer, they announced some dates about stuff. So like so far we already had, well, we probably already had the other things as well by the time this gets posted. But for me at least, I think on the 10th, that is when the gameplay trailer happened. There was like a Q&A Discord thing going on about the imaginary friends. So like they're kind of doing things like that. So like I don't think they're going to do a live stream, which honestly sucks, but at the same time I can't blame them because like each time they do it, people are like, "Oh, this live stream is so boring. It's so awkward." So like I guess I understand like why they were like, "Okay, we just won't do it then." And I think that sucks. You know what I mean? Like, and I guess like in a way, I feel like the Sims community is so just weird because like they'll complain about something or say something a lot about something, and then when it stops, they're like, "Oh, I want this back." I personally never complained about it. Like, yeah, it's awkward, but I don't really care. I just want to see the new pack, and I also think it's a very good start for the early access because usually they would do the live stream, and I think after usually the early access would be able to be posted. So I just think it's a good start. Like I want to see them talk about it and stuff and play it. And I don't care if it's awkward and weird. Like I don't think it's that serious personally. Like I don't know, like the way the simmers complain about how awkward it is. I feel like maybe it just makes them uncomfortable, but like I just don't feel like that or something. I don't know. Um Anyways, I really wish they would do a live stream. I don't think they're going to though, which sucks. It really does suck. Anyways, but for example, like some people like I mean, Twitter is just like a terrible place, honestly, but like some people miss like when the I guess devs would be on Twitter kind of like I guess saying things about the new pack and stuff like that. And like they don't really do that anymore, I guess. I think they did it a lot for werewolves, but like I think they just pretty much stopped doing it. Mainly because, people are just mean, obviously, like over things that like are not that serious. So it's very understandable like why they would stop. Um, cuz I don't know if I don't I feel like I don't like I haven't exactly like seen the situation for myself, but I can only imagine how bad it was. But I think when Life and Death came out and we learned that the world was not gonna, like, it doesn't have snow, a lot of people were mad about that. Personally, I wanted snow in the world, personally, and I was like, oh my gosh, I want snow so bad. But then, like, a dev, they were explaining themselves saying, like, how they didn't put snow for a reason. And I think someone left, like, a death threat, which is weird. Like, it's not that serious. It's really not. It's just a game. Like, what the heck? Anyways, like, who does that? Anyways, like, oh my gosh. Anyways, but also, like, I wouldn't blame any of the devs for not wanting to post about the new packs and whatever and share their excitement about it because, like, again, Twitter is like a horrible place. And then, like, there's other reasons why I could see like maybe the other devs wouldn't come on Twitter as well. It definitely probably sucks to come on Twitter and see people say that your pack sucks. So like I feel like for the other team that people don't really like as much, like of course they're not gonna show up. Um so yeah, like I'm talking about the team that like made high school years, Love Struck, Horse Ranch, I think. I'm not sure. But yeah, people tend to be like, oh, this team sucks. This team is the worst. And it's like, yeah, I wouldn't show up either. But I feel like I spent so much time on this business. Oh, I also forgot to record Madeline's bedroom because I thought I was done with the house, but I wasn't. But yeah, I wouldn't blame if any of the devs did not want to post about anything about the pack on Twitter at least. Um, but anyways, what was I saying? Oh, I took forever on this lot. I honestly, I guess, didn't know what I wanted. Cause there's two stories. Like, why did I do that to myself? Like, I questioned myself. Like, why did I put two stories? I don't understand why I would choose to do that. Cause it's a business lot. It doesn't need to be that big. Granted, I will say I don't really have that much room to sell downstairs, but I probably could have added shelves in the back. Um, that was a possibility, but he's also like maxed the handiness skill already. So I decided I wanted to add a woodworking table because he could also do handiness classes as well. I thought that could be pretty cool. I just had trouble to know where to place them. Like I just wasn't sure at all how it should how it should all be laid out. Because I obviously wanted to put them together, of course. And I guess I could like always switch it out instead of having it just out. I could put it in build mode until I'm ready to like run a class. But I didn't really want to do that, I guess. So I think this ends up being the layout, which is not my favorite, but it's whatever. And then upstairs, I put like a lot of the shelves to sell things, and I put extra woodworking tables as well. Um, but also there is a bathroom. I believe I put a shower in there because um people come in stinky and that's just like so annoying. And I was thinking of a fireplace, but then I was like, yeah, this doesn't make much sense. It would be nice though, just for the vibes. And now I'm just like trying to set everything as like residential. And like, of course, some areas could not be set for some reason. That's just how the game is. It's weird. Also to note, I wonder if the issue I'm having with like not being able to like manipulate one object. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if that's how I want to word it. That's kind of like what the post or the forum is called. Um, but like the bug where I can place one thing, but I can't place the next unless I select a different tool first. I wonder if that's like due. Obviously, I tested it without a mod. So like it looks like it's not a mod, but apparently like there's some files that I guess just get messed with and you have to delete those files. So I'm kind of questioning like, well, does that fix the issue? Honestly, I don't know, but I guess we'll see. I just have to look up what those files are. But in the backyard, I put like a nice little pool and then I also put like a gardening area. Not that we necessarily need it, but we could start growing stuff. And someone said something once, and I so agree with this, but I really wish we could turn off the seasonal effects for plants because I always have my Sims usually have greenhouses just because I want the plants to always grow. I just don't like the fact that they're out of season sometimes. And I don't know, I don't know, that I really wish we could just turn it off for plants so they don't have to function in the correct season. So I wonder if they could like ever make that change. I feel like they don't really, I don't know. I feel like they would probably never go back to a pack, to be honest. Which sucks, but it is what it is. But yeah, I got like a grill, we got an outdoor seating area, we got lounge chairs. I just painted the pool. I did get a curved pool because I feel like I don't add those enough. And then this is where like the gardening stuff is gonna be. I did decide to add a ceiling here because under there I was gonna put these plants that I wanted to grow pretty much all the time. So that's what I decided on. And then we should be working on the landscaping pretty soon. I think probably right now at the moment actually. So I just make these boxes with the fence and then I delete the flooring, and in there we're just gonna put like some trees around. And yeah, but I'm really trying hard not to record any extra videos, at least until I guess edit all of this week's videos and get them scheduled. And yeah, I mean, technically, I guess I would start recording for it now. Cause like I don't like recording things way too close to when they're gonna be posted, cause that just makes it too hard, obviously. But I guess I could end the video off here potentially. I just obviously add in more landscaping, I believe, and my sim Daniel does have a lot of graves. That really sucks to say, but yeah, and then also for the degeneration, I did add some additional rules. We did talk about that a little bit earlier, so yeah. It's just because like of his work schedule, so he has like a lot of free time, and it's like what are you gonna do with that free time if you already maxed all of the skills and stuff? So I decided to just like add on the business and things like that. But since the video is basically over, I am going to jump into the game and show you guys this build. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I think it's pretty cute, right? Hopefully. So here in the front, we just have the mailbox. So once you walk in, this is what it looks like. We have a pet bowl. This is the downstairs bathroom. And this is where the kitchen is. I really like the kitchen. I like how big it is. I love all of the clutter. I think the clutter looks really nice. And then we have like our little bar stool, we have a dining table, we have our small little living room area, and then over here we have our game table, and then this is the office space. So I put guitar, I put the handiness table, I put a couch for him to knit on, I put a desk. I forgot to clutter the desk, but honestly that saves some money because this is very expensive. And then over here is Barry's room. You could make this a guest room if you wanted to, so I thought this was nice. So when we walk upstairs, we have a console table with pictures above it. This is the upstairs bathroom, pretty simple. We have bookshelves. We also have a piano right there, and then this is Calliope's room. I think this is pretty nice. It's pretty cute. You know, she has her gaming setup. I love that so much for her. So that is her room, and then over here is Daniel's room. His room is a lot smaller than this, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. Like, I don't know, it's definitely crazy, but whatever. But he didn't need that much space, so I think that's all good. But yeah, he had his woodworking stuff. He can hang up some photos. And then this is his bathroom. I think it's nice. And then over here is Madeline's bedroom that we did not record, which honestly is fine because the video is already pretty long. But that is the second story. So up here you can hang up more photos. We have like this little memorial display, and I wanted to put up some photos. I haven't done that yet, but it looks like it's bugged where it will be white, of course, because again the photo bug is buggy. But this is the upstairs bathroom. In here I decided to add another shower. This is like a storage room. This is like an empty room. We have chests upstairs, bookshelves, all that nice stuff. But yeah, this is the look at the gym. Pretty nice, and I'm hoping they have enough space so they can do like the workout on the TV. I thought that would be cool. And then over here is Evelyn's room. So I love this chair, and I just love the color scheme of this room. I think it's so cute. But yeah, that is the third floor. And then on this side is her business. So we have bikes in the front, we have our kiosk. When you walk in, we have this one display. We have vending machines, and then this is the business's bathroom. And then this is like the class setting area. And then if we go upstairs, we just have a bunch of shelves of stuff that are going to be sold and more woodworking tables. Honestly, thinking about it, I wonder if I should just like maybe do another classroom up here, because like he's not going to be able to fill up all of these shelves. So I might just like renovate it a little bit at my own time. But in the backyard, we can see we have our lounge chairs, our pool, our dining table, barbecue. Over here we have the trash cans, and then over here we have our gardening area. And that is pretty much the full build. I'm gonna end the video off here. If you want to download, my gallery ID is Delicious Sims. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe for more. I post 5 times a week, Monday through Friday. So if you're looking for more Sims content, this is the perfect place. But I love you, you are important, and I will see you all tomorrow.